Guys, Exoticc here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about should you aim down sight or should you hip fire in Valorant. Let's get right into the video. So, in Valorant, every gun shoots differently when you ADS. So the Vandal I believe shoots slower when you ADS than when you actually hip fire. The Phantom shoots a little bit slower, but there's not much difference. The Guardian is just, just a typical one tap with the Guardian. The Bulldog turns into a burst, as you can see. Now, of course, ADSing at long distances is a good thing, but you don't want to do it at all distances. The Spectre shoots a tiny bit slower. You might not notice it, but it does. This turns into a burst. And any other gun you're able to ADS in, without any issues. So, why should you and why you shouldn't ADS in Valorant? So, at long distances, of course, you want to aim in, right? You want to aim in at long distances, but I see too many people that are at about, let's say, this range, aiming in at, say, this guy right here. They aim in this range, right? And obviously, when you hold the trigger down, that's what happens with your gun, right? Yeah, you can control the recoil, but you can notice the crosshairs are going up, which can be very irritating and a little bit, makes your aim a little bit, messy. But at this range, for me, I would rather, not aim in at most ranges. Maybe at a range like that range, okay, aim in at that range. But I see too many people aiming in about here with loads of guns like the Spectre or the Stinger. The Stinger's the worst one because of the way the Stinger is when it's in a burst. It's just I see too many people doing that, and they always wonder why are they either missing shots, why is their gun inaccurate, and also because they're not holding shift if they're moving too, so that makes their gun more inaccurate. Because if I'm obviously moving, right, bullets are literally going everywhere. If I'm holding shift, the bullets aren't until I actually start getting recoil, and it's like that for all guns. Look. You see that? But then if I hold shift, it's different. You know what I mean? But, yeah, so you don't want to aim in with most guns. The best gun to aim in with probably be the Guardian. It's mainly because it's a one tap to the head, and it's not it's really rewarding. And for me, it's really rewarding getting one tap to this gun, because if you look at the recoil, it's not too bad. But if you keep spamming it, you can see it gets worse. But if you aim in, you can clearly see the crosshair is actually going up. Then when I'm not aiming, the crosshair stays the same, it's just the bullets are going up. Now, with pistols, you can't aim in, you can do right click with this pistol. With something like the Ares, I don't know how you say it, aiming in with this gun is honestly a good idea at most ranges, even close range, mainly because of how the recoil is. And it's also the same with the Odin. Now the Odin's got the craziest recoil. It's not even a one tap to the head. Because if you look at the damage in the Odin, let's see, it's not even a one tap to the head. If it was, then but it's so easy to kill pretty quickly with it. And then aiming in with it. Oops, sorry. And you can see the recoil instantly goes up. Like that's just mad. The recoil starts going up very, very quickly when you use this gun. Now, if you're somebody that runs about with the Odin, Ares, whatever, yeah, aim in at certain ranges, but don't be like this going around corners. Don't be like this going around corners, right? And then the guy just the guy just one-taps you because your crosshairs and on him. And that's another thing. A lot of people are not aiming head level in Valorant. So when somebody comes around a corner, the person's probably either aiming, and I see this way too many times in games, where people are aiming a little bit at the ground, or they're like aiming like here. So when the enemy comes around the corner, they're hitting them body shots, but then they could easily be hitting them a one-tap in the head. That's what I don't get sometimes. People just don't seem to try to aim head level. Now, I know, like, if you come from, like, a different game, you just, like, aim wherever, right? But in this game, you always want to make sure you're aiming head level. Now, at far ranges, maybe like this range, if you're going to spray for a second, try to see if you can aim it, like, hip level, so that when the recoil goes up a little bit, it'll be a headshot. You might hit, like, one body shot, and then one headshot, and that should instantly kill them. And considering the gun will probably do less damage at certain ranges. Now, the Vandal does the same amount of damage at any range. The Phantom changes, as you can see on the right hand side. It changes at different ranges. So with the Phantom, you really want to try and aim at neck level at certain ranges. Now, neck level is just like literally slightly below the head level. Like, it's not much different. And if you notice, if I'm hitting them in the neck, look, that's a one-tap. But obviously when you're far away, you're pretty much hitting them like there, and then the recoil is there, and then that's what instantly kills them. So you guys obviously want to try that with aiming in too, and that's just all. Anyway, if this video does help you guys a little bit on how, like, recoil and aiming in and hip firing is, then leave a like down below. See if we can get maybe 20 likes in this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.